Hi, besties, and welcome back to the Bestie Talk podcast. I'm your host, Kianna Jit. I hope you guys are all having an amazing week. I hope you're feeling a little bit better energetically. I know we're still going through some shit, so if you're not feeling better energetically, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, honey. I think we need to start advertising that a little bit more. It is okay to not be okay. It's okay to be in a dark place. Eventually we got to get out of it, but it's okay to be there right now. Don't ever rush your healing or rush you feeling better for the sake of other people. Don't ever do that. Okay. However you feel right now, be that, feel that in the moment right now. Eventually get yourself out of it, but allow yourself to feel your feelings. Today, we are going to be talking about a new kind of epiphany I had recently. Listen, you probably listened or you probably read today's title and you're like, excuse me, what? Listen, I have had my fair share of falling outs with people. I have been played numerous amount of times. I've been fucked over beyond repair. I have been like, if I sat down and told y'all the stories, that the shit that has happened to me, the shit I have gone through, y'all would be sitting there with your mouths jawed to the floor. Okay. So when I say I know, girl, I know those people did you wrong. I know they fucked you up. I know they fucked you over. And for me to sit here and tell you that you're just going to be the villain in the story, you're probably sitting there, that's a slap in the fucking face. But let me just tell you this. Okay. You are always going to be the villain in someone's story. It doesn't matter if you are the sweetest, most nicest, most calmest individual. It does not matter. They will paint you to be the villain. Okay, because it fits their narrative of everybody attacking them and them not having to take accountability for any of their actions. It does not matter if you laid on the motherfucking ground and you just let them walk all over you, if you were just damn near a human carpet and you just let them walk all over you and shit on you and piss on you and just take advantage of you and fuck you up left and right, it does not matter. They're going to paint you to be the villain. And more than likely, okay, they are a narcissist. And what do narcissists love? Narcissists love an audience. They love to tell people about how they were wronged and to make themselves feel better. And they probably did it to you about somebody else. Okay, so they're going to go and tell somebody else down the line that you were the issue. You were the problem. You were the reason. You. And you're sitting there like, there can't be no damn way. There can't be no damn way that I'm the problem when I got shit on for years, when I got taken advantage of, when I got fucked over, when now I'm in therapy. Now I got to go through trauma healing. There's no way I'm the issue. You're not the issue, but to them you are, because you were a threat and you're threatening their reality. And because you have to understand, their reality is far from actual reality. They have painted and have created a world in which they exist and everything else around them is wrong. They're the only ones that are right. And they live in that reality right now. They're going to live in it forever. It's almost impossible for them to get out of that reality. So you trying to change that reality is a threat to them, and they can't have that. Okay? So we're going to be talking about today being okay being the villain. Becoming at peace with being the villain, because that is something that I just went through, of just understanding that I'm gonna be the bitch. I'm going to be the bitch in people's stories. I'm going to be the fucking villain. I'm going to be the problem. I'm going to be the bitch that won't shut her mouth. The bitch who always got an issue. I'm going to be her. And that's totally fine. Paint me to be her. That is totally fine, because I am not going to waste my energy or my time trying to explain why I am not the bitch, why I am not the villain, why I'm quote unquote the bitch, just because I'm standing up for myself and I'm setting boundaries, because it wouldn't have been an issue, right? If you were somebody that would be okay accepting some type of criticism, beforehand. So why am I going to continuously waste my energy now? You didn't like it when we were friends or when we were in a relationship. What the hell am I going to think outside of the friendship or outside of the relationship? So I'm going to talk all about that today. So if you've been wronged, if you have somebody that just always talks shit about you, who's always saying that you were the wrong person, that you did something wrong, that you're the villain, that you're the enemy, buckle the fuck up, bitch, because we are going to school. We're going to learn all about it today. We're going to become at peace with being the villain today. We are going to be entering our villain era. And by villain era, honey, that just means simply taking our power back. So let's go to school, girls. We're going to learn about all that today. First, I want to talk about, before we get to how to becoming at peace with being the villain, we need to talk about why does it hurt you so bad to be labeled as the quote unquote villain? And the reason why it upsets you, why it hurts you so bad is because you know your truth. You know how much work, how much effort, how much time, how much patience, how much sacrifices that you put up to be in that friendship or that relationship. And you cannot understand how anybody can see all of that and still paint you to be the bad guy. But you have to understand they didn't see any of the time, the patience, the effort that you put into that relationship. They didn't see any of it because they expect it from you. And they do not expect, or they don't accept, okay? They do not accept expectance of them doing that for you. Listen to that again. They're not okay with people expecting them to do what you did for them in the relationship. So when you say, I put in so much time, I put in so much effort, I tried to make it work, I tried to be a good friend to them, I tried to get them to heal, to get them to grow, to get them to evolve, okay? Or I tried to love them the way they needed to be loved, I tried to take care of them, I tried to do all of those things that you did in this relationship. They don't see that as a huge sacrifice because they expect you to do it. They don't see it as a big deal because they're like, yeah, you should have. And what? They don't see it the way you see it. So when somebody is trying to discredit all of the work that you did, all of the time and the effort that you put in, it hurts you. And it's going to hurt you. It's going to make you upset. It's going to make you frustrated. And that's okay. You need to accept that. You need to acknowledge the pain that you're feeling, because you guys hear me say it all the time. Do not ignore your pain. Do not ignore your frustration, your anger, your resentment, all of that. Don't ignore it, because the more you ignore all of that, the worse it's going to get. And it's not going to affect the person that you're mad or you have resentment towards. It's going to affect you. It's not even going to do the things that you want it to do. It's just going to eat at you every single day. So do not ignore all of those feelings. You need to honor them. You need to do whatever you got to do to honor them and to get them to go away. So don't ignore them now. You have to understand, as the frustration grows and as the anger grows, when you see that these people are quite literally rewriting the story. Okay, because that's what they're doing. They know deep down what the relationship was like. They know what the friendship was like. They know all the things that you did for them. They know all the things they didn't do for you. They know it all. But they want to rewrite what the relationship was or what the friendship was so that they can avoid taking accountability for what they did not do to you or what they did do to you, or both. They cannot take any accountability. It doesn't matter if it's just a little accident, a quick little accident. They cannot take accountability, or a huge, gigantic, huge accident that they are a part of. They cannot take accountability for. So what they are going to do is rewrite it, because they know if they told Tom, Dick, and Harry, okay, down the motherfucking street, exactly word for word what your guys' relationship was like, they know that they would be in the wrong. So instead of being honest and talking openly about how the relationship was, they need to rewrite it. And in order to rewrite it, they're going to paint you as the bad guy and not them as the bad guy. So you have to understand that's going to happen regardless. It doesn't matter if you scream and cry until you're blue in the face, that is going to happen. They're going to make themselves look like goody two shoes, an angel sent down from God, and you are going to look like the devil. And that's okay. You have to be okay with it. It's going to happen. They did it to you. They painted themselves to be an angel. Think back into the beginning of your friendship or relationship with this person. They painted themselves to be an angel. They painted themselves that I never did anything wrong. I don't know why that person did that to me. I don't know why my ex is so crazy. I don't know why my mom hates me. All of that shit, right? Okay. All of it. Whatever it is that they talked about, whoever it was that they were entangled with before you, how did they paint that person? And how did they paint themselves? Now, I want you to understand that's exactly how they're going to paint themselves and you in the future to somebody else. And you just have to be okay with it. Okay? Doing shadow work is going to help you figure out why this hurts you so bad. Where exactly is it hurting you? What wound is it attacking? What wound is it opening back up? Because it can open up friendship wounds, relationships, childhood trauma, bullying. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on because everybody, even the shitty people, listen, even the shitty people that you come in contact with are still a mirror and a reflection of you, of what you need to work on. What are the things that you need to confront? What are those things? That person is a mirror of that. So I need you to do some shadow work. When you're trying to figure out why does it piss me off so bad? Why does it make me upset? Not the relationship, because we're not talking about that. That's another motherfucking story. I'm talking about why does you being the villain hurt you and make you so mad? What pisses you off about it? What makes you fucking angry? What makes you sad? Where does it hurt? For me, it was all of the things that I did for this person, all of the sacrifices, everything that I did for this person, and you're just going to switch up on me like that. And then it started to hit my self-worth issues. It started to hit my childhood bullying. It started to hit my issues with my father, not feeling like I was good enough no matter how much I did. I just wasn't what that person needed or wanted in that moment. Or I was, let's say I was enough in the moment, but later on, they don't need me anymore and I'm tossed to the side. So you need to do some shadow work to be able to figure out where in your mind, where in your body and your soul, where in your past is this affecting and bringing up. That's how you're going to be able to work through it and get through it. Listen, you wouldn't have left the relationship or the friendship if it wasn't already draining you. So do not try to spend your time trying to make them see your side or trying to make other people see your side after the relationship or friendship, because that will drain you too. That's going to drain you even faster than the relationship or the friendship drained you, because you put so much work already into this relationship and it drained the shit out of you. What makes you think now, after it's done, after it's passed, after it's the dust has settled, you're going to be able to get them to understand you? You're going to be able to get them to see your point of view. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. That's what, for me, that is what my light bulb moment, okay, I have to let this fucking go, was for me. Was why, if it took me so much to see that I'm wasting my time trying to explain myself to this person, what the fuck do I think is going to happen after the fact? After we're done, after cords are cut, all of that shit, it's going to be even worse because now they're mad. Now they're pissed off that you put a boundary up, that you said no, that you didn't want to go with them or you didn't want to continue to go in their cycle. So now they're pissed off. And now they're really not going to listen to a word you have to say. So do not spend your time trying to convince them or trying to change their point of view on you. Because you have to understand, once they have made up their minds, once they have decided who you really are to them, Okay, not to who everybody else or to the universe or to God or to your damn self. What they feel you are to them, there is nothing you can do to change their mind. If you continuously try to get them to see your point of view, you are only going to put yourself in a loop, a never-ending loop. The cycle will not end until somebody steps out of it, and a narcissist never will. A narcissist is going to stay in that cycle and stay in that loop for till the end of time. It loves it. Narcissists love and feed off of the drama of the cycle of the loop of arguments, yelling, screaming, making up, being cool, arguments, screaming, making up, being cool. Like, they feed off of the loop. They love it. They cannot stand to be without it. So the only time that cycle is going to end is when you decide that you are done and get the fuck up out of there. You have to literally remove yourself. There is no closure when it comes to a true narcissist. There is no type of ending things on a good note and being totally okay. You might. They're not going to. So the only way to end it is by getting the fuck up out of there. You have to understand that when you are continuously wanting them to see your point of view and wanting them to validate your point of view, you are unknowingly putting your self-worth in their hands. When you are begging, when you are crying, when you are pleading, when you are yelling for them to just understand where the hell you are coming from, you are putting your self-worth and your power in the palm of their hands, and they're the ones that can throw it all away. Once you walk away and you understand that it doesn't matter if you see my point of view, if you understand where the hell I'm coming from. I don't give a shit if you understand where the hell I'm coming from. I don't care. I'm walking the hell away. I know where I'm coming from. I know what I see. I know what I feel. And I'm walking the hell away. That's when you take your power back. That's when you end the cycle. Every single time you sit there and you go back and you argue and you say, no, but this is how I feel. But no, how could you think this? No, this, no, that, this, that, and the third. You are just feeding into their delusions, my love. That's all you're doing. You're feeding it to them, and they're happy. As much as they could be screaming, crying, yelling in your face, crying and boo-hooing, making up a whole scene, I want you to know behind the scenes, behind the facade, they're sitting there smiling and laughing. This is exactly what I want. You crying about how bad you want them to understand your point of view is exactly what they want. And when you do that for them, when you give them that, they're sitting there smiling and laughing at you. They're not feeling the pain, the trauma, the anxiousness that you are feeling. They don't feel that. You are the only ones who feel that. You cannot save people who refuse help. You cannot save them. I know you want to. I know it pains you. It pains you so bad. You just want to help them. But if they just healed, but if they just grew, if they just evolved, if they just went to therapy, they'd be so much better. And you're probably right. But the thing about accountability, healing, growing, evolving, all of that is it is a choice. You don't have to heal. You don't have to take accountability. You don't have to grow. You don't have to evolve. You don't have to. So if they're not choosing to do those things, you can't make them. And that is when you have to walk away. That is when you have to take the strength and put it in yourself and walk away, because it doesn't matter how much you plead and how much you cry. They're not going to take the accountability. They're not going to heal what they need to heal, because everything that they need to heal, they project it on you. And that is what then turns you into the quote unquote villain. That's what turns you into the bitch, the monster. All of that is they're projecting all of their traumas, everything that they've ever faced, Because nobody doesn't just wakes up one day and is freaking the devil and is just the meanest person alive. They go through some crazy shit. I'm not going to say that people out here are just mean for no reason. No, they go through some shit. But that's the issue, is they're going through some crazy shit in their mind. Whatever goes on in their mind, their mental health, the traumas, everything, but they project it on you. And that's the thing, okay? Your empathy is turning into a cage. You see and feel all of their traumas, all of their hardships that they go through, everything that they project on you. You see it, you feel it, you understand it. So because you understand all of the things that they've gone through, you continuously give them excuses. Oh, but they went through this. Oh, but they had to deal with that. That's why they're like that. That's just who they are, and they've had to overcome so much, and so that's why they're the person that they are. But if you can understand their traumas, if you can understand why they are the way they are, that's because you have had your own fair share of traumas and of hardships. So if you can understand all of those things, all of the traumas, all of the hardships, all of the pain, then how come you don't act the way they do? Riddle me that. Okay. How come you don't spew hate the way they do? How come you don't treat them the way they treat you? How come you can take accountability? How come you can heal? How come you can grow? Exactly. Because you choose to. Because you are choosing to grow, because you are choosing to heal, because you are choosing to take accountability for your actions. And they are not going to choose to do that. They are choosing, listen to this, they are choosing to spew all of the hatred, all of the pain, all of the darkness on you. They are not choosing to grow and evolve from it. And so when you continuously allow your empathy to take driver's seat and continuously allow your feelings and your emotions for this person to outweigh your knowledge and your sense of, I got to get the hell up out of here, you are going to continuously be in this cycle. I know that for a lot of you guys, when you are in this situation, when you are in these dynamics, loyalty is a huge thing for you. You probably didn't get a lot of loyalty in the earlier years of your life. People probably weren't loyal to you. So you take loyalty very, very seriously. So when you think about getting up and leaving this dynamic, you think about loyalty and you think about betrayal and you think about how I don't want to do this to this person. I don't want to leave them when they need me. I don't want to betray them because other people have betrayed them, quote unquote, or people have betrayed me and I know how that feels and I just don't want to do that to somebody. But I need you to understand this. Loyalty is not simply being, I'm going to stick around. I'm going to be around this person. I'm not going to give up on them. It is also about respect. And they do not respect you. Because if you respected someone, you wouldn't continuously put them in this never-ending, vicious, toxic cycle. So, if they don't respect you, then they do not have loyalty to you. And they do not have loyalty to you because once you get up and walk away, they're real quick, snap of a finger, ready for you to be the enemy and to paint you to be the enemy and to go on a smear campaign. So you need to have loyalty only to one person, and that one person is you. And choosing yourself is not betrayal. It's not you're a monster. It's not you're an enemy. It's not you're a villain. You are simply choosing yourself because you have loyalty to yourself, because yourself is the only person you got at the end of the day. Choosing you is not betrayal. I want you to understand that once you finally let go, there is going to be a sense of freedom that you haven't felt in a very long time, if ever. It is going to open so many doors for you. I know that you think letting go, walking away is going to close doors for you, going to close roads for you, going to make you feel like the world is ending. But that is the exact opposite of what is going to happen. Walking away from somebody that is toxic is only going to allow newness to enter your life. It is going to unclog so much in your life because they have made themselves the center of attraction forever. And let me tell you this, choosing yourself, walking away from toxic dynamics is the biggest, hugest acts of self-love if there ever is one. Okay? Choosing yourself is an act of self-love. Walking away from that is an act of self-love. You need to be able to say, I love myself so much. I'm not going to keep myself in this dynamic anymore. My time, my effort, my energy is too valuable to be in these dynamics anymore. And I'm walking away and choosing myself. And that is going to look like freedom. Freedom, my love, freedom. You are going to be able to become the new version of you, the version of you that you want so bad, the version of you that you dream of. Okay, you need to detach yourself from this individual. And if that's through physical, cleansing them out of your home, cleansing them out of your workspace, whatever that means for you, getting them out and cleansing yourself. You guys have to understand that when you are around toxic ass individuals, their energy literally attaches itself to you. You need to cleanse yourself. If you are around toxic people, if you're around crazy environments, you need to be cleansing yourselves. You're wondering why you have so many headaches, why you're always tired all the time, why you have financial blockages, why all this shit is fucking happening to you. It's because you need to cleanse yourself. You need to. This is your sign. You need to. If you need to get a limpia, if you need to sage yourself, you need to do a bath, you need to use a cleansing oil, whatever it is you need to do, you need to do it. Cleanse yourself, cleanse them out of you. Right now, cleanse it out. Once you do all of that, you're going to be so much more at peace with being the villain. Fuck it. If you want to paint me to be the villain, paint me to be the motherfucking villain. I will wear the crown happily with a damn smile. Because if choosing me, choosing myself means I'm the villain, and living at peace means I'm the villain, babe, I'll be the villain all day long. All day long, as long as I'm free from your toxic ass shit. That's the energy that you need to be bringing when you are leaving these dynamics. And when this stuff comes back to you, because you're going to hear so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. Oh, they said that you did this. Oh, they said that you did that. That's fine. Believe them. Because listen, one more thing I'm going to leave y'all with. If they believe bullshit that someone is telling them about you, the reason they believe it is because it validates what they already think about you. If they thought good about you, if they thought of you in a higher power or in higher regard, and someone was coming to them with some bullshit ass shit that they were saying, they wouldn't believe them. They would laugh in their face and be like, get out of here. But if they already think shit about you, they don't like you, they think your shit don't stink, and somebody is coming to them and spewing some bullshit about you, they're going to love it. You have to understand that people who hate you love to go together. They love to make little groups. They love to be together. They love to be buddy, kikiing, ha-haing. That's okay. Be the villain. Let them. Trust me, because once you let them, that's when your peace comes in. And they can continue to say all the things that they want to say about you. They can speak it. They can yell it. They can scream it to the rooftops. But you know you. You know your truth. And the only people that truly matter know your truth. Don't allow their bullshit ass excuses and their made up realities to affect you. Because once you allow them to affect you, that's when you give them your power. But if you want to take your power back, that's when you don't give a fuck. Keep saying that. Keep saying I'm the villain. I don't care. I'm going to look real cute and little with my little villain crown, like Maleficent. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it feels like shit when you have given somebody so much of your life, so much of your time, so much of your energy, and they turn around and turn it all on you. I know it. I've been there so many times, girl. I get it. But I promise you, every single one of those people that have done that to me, honey, let me tell you, they're not in a good place today. So just understand that the people that are going to do that shit to you, they won't be in a good place years from now, and you're going to hear about it. I promise you, you'll hear about it, and you're going to be like, damn, Kianna was right. And I'll be like, yes, girl, I was right. Because being the villain that's fine. Pay me to be the villain, because the real villain is the one that goes and smears the campaign. The real villain is the one that goes on a smear campaign. The people who are real innocent are the ones that don't have to say a damn word, because eventually the colors will show. I love you guys so much with all of my heart. I hope you have a beautiful week coming up. I hope all your wishes come true. And I hope you are totally okay being the villain, because that just means that you're doing something right. I love y'all so much. And I'll see you guys next week on the next episode of the Bestie Talk podcast. Bye.